You are in Spain jumping with a CDE who was also born and raised here, Corelli de Mies. He's been with you since last November. How is your adaptation to the big competitions? What are your goals with him?
He's a really special horse. He's quite a big horse for me, something quite different than I've been used to riding for quite a while. He has a lot of quality, unbelievable mentality. We're still finding our buttons, and he's kind of on the first day he's different to the last day. So these are things that we're trying to figure out. I was very happy with him in Mexico. He jumped unbelievable there. I was not happy with the way I rode him yesterday. didn't start with a great rhythm. He's quite fresh always the first day. And it's just knowing him and finding the right bit and the right amount of pressure. But I believe he's a really special horse, and I think with time we can do a lot of good things together.
We see you jumping practically all the competitions of the Longines Global Champions Tour, and that's a lot of very high-level shows. What do you consider when planning your season, and what do you expect from your horses this year?
I expect that my horses are in good shape. You know, I have these two horses now, Fellow Castlefeld and Corelli, and they're both Grand Prix horses. So now I feel like I can split my team up a little bit, which makes things a lot easier. It's very important to be able to have enough Grand Prix horses to be going week in, week out on the tour. And it's a lot of pressure, but these are the best shows in the world, and I'm very fortunate to be able to compete on these shows amongst the best riders. It keeps your level up, and it's not easy because we always say you're only as good as your last round. And success breeds success as well. So but when you're competing against these good riders all the time, it does keep the level, and it sort of puts you in your place, and you know where you have to work and what you have to strive for. And I think making the program is not easy, and you cannot plan 6 months ahead. You have to plan a little bit short term, within a couple of months, and work back from that. But you just never know what happens with the horses, and you don't know how they're performing and which ones are performing better. And horses also have their ups and downs a little bit, depending on the experiences you've had with them on the previous show. So there's a lot of management involved, and a lot of going by your feeling and how the previous competitions have been, and really trying to make the best program possible for you and the horse.
And for the last question, we're going to ask you, what motivates you the most to keep jumping at the highest level and to continue being such a competitive rider?
Yeah, I always say this sport keeps you really humble, because no matter how much success you have, on that day is the most important day. So I think it's always a challenge, and I always say if it was so easy we wouldn't be doing this. It's a challenge because you have different horses throughout your career, and getting to know those horses and making the best of them and trying to make the right program fit for you. It's very challenging, and I love a challenge, and it's very motivating. It's hard sometimes because you probably have more rounds and are not as good sometimes than good, so you have to really work on those and build those, and I think it's having a challenge and achieving that goal and is part of the pleasure that we have. Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot for your words, and we wish you the best of the lucks in these 2 left days here in Madrid. Thank you, Edwina.
Thank you so much. Thanks.